So our next topic is stereochemical aspects of nucleophilic substitution. Okay, so first of all, let's here study about some terms which are used in stereochemistry. First term is your optically active compounds. Basically, plain polarized light when is rotated in a different direction, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. So certain compounds are there which rotate the plane polarized right when it passes through their solutions. So such compounds are known as optically active compounds. So optically active compounds are those which rotate the plane polarized light. Next is your dextrorotatory. What do we mean by dextrorotatory substances? So basically, if the plane polarized light is directed towards the right direction, that is, it moves in the clockwise direction, then the substances doing so are known as the dextrorotatory substances. Okay, so basically the dextrorotatory compounds are those compounds which rotate the plane polarized light in the right direction. Okay, so next is your levorotatory. What is levorotatory? What are levorotatory substances? So similarly, as there are some compounds which rotate the plane polarized light in the right direction, so also there are some compounds which rotate the plane polarized in the left direction. So those compounds which rotate the plane polarized light in the left direction, then those compounds are known as the levorotatory compounds. Okay, next is your asymmetric or symmetric carbon or your stereo center. Okay, so basically if all the substituents attached to the carbon are different, then it is known as asymmetric. Okay, as you all know that carbon is tetravalent in nature. It means that it can have 4 bonds with different constituent or through the same constituents also. Okay, so if a carbon atom is having only if it is having different types of substituents attached to it, then it is known as the asymmetric carbon atom. Basically it was obtained by the observation of Louis Pasteur that the crystals of certain compounds exist in the form of mirror images, laid the foundation of modern stereochemistry. He demonstrated that the aqueous solutions of both type of crystals showed optical rotation equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. He believed that this difference in optical activity was associated with the three-dimensional arrangement of the atoms in two types of crystals. So basically, there was a scientist who was named as J. Van 't Hoff, and a French scientist was there, C. Lebel, in the same years, 1874, independently argued that the spatial arrangement of the four groups around the central atom is tetrahedral, and if all the substituents attached to that carbon are different, then that carbon atom is known as the asymmetric carbon or the stereo center. Okay, so basically the stereo center and the asymmetric carbon is that in which all the groups attached to it are different. Next, what is chiral object and what are achiral object? Okay, so basically students, the objects whose images mirror images are superimposable on each other, are not superimposable on each other, are known as chiral compounds. For example, are both of our hands. We cannot superimpose the image of our hand on the image of mirror image of our hand on our hand. Okay, so basically this is known as the chirality. Okay, so basically the objects which are non superimposable on their mirror images, like our pair of our hands, are known as the chiral compounds or chiral images. and objects which are superimposable on each other, on their mirror images, are known as the achiral objects. Okay, so achiral objects are basically those objects whose mirror images are superimposable on each other. Okay, so chiral objects are those whose mirror images are not superimposable on each other, and achiral objects are those whose mirror images are superimposable on each other. Let's here study it from an example. This is the example of propane 2-ol. This is your propane 2-ol. Here you can see that when we rotate the propane 2-ol in 180-degree direction, okay, after rotating it at 180-degree, then we get this image. Okay, so this image, we can put this image over this object. Okay, so by this we can make out that this image is superimposable on this object. Okay, so this is known as achiral compound. Okay, so this propane 2-ol is your achiral compound because its mirror image is superimposable on this object. Okay, next here is the example of your butane 2-ol. Okay, so when we rotate this butane 2-ol, then we get this image after rotating it at 180-degree. Then here you can see that this image is not similar to this image or this object, this original structure of this object. Okay, so this image is not superimposable on this object, so this is a chiral compound. Okay, so this is the difference between a chiral and a achiral compound.